All right, Shalom. First, want to give all his good praise due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, and Kakadash. Double honors, apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace to Akim that's doing this work on the four corners of the earth. All right. And so, just going through something with a brother about, how pretty much, Esau Edom, he's in his lot of what he's supposed to be. It's just like with that scripture where it talks about can a leopard change his spots, and the answer to that is no. Where really the subject is really about what did you say, Luke what? What'd you say, Luke what?
Luke 16.
Yeah, Luke 16 goes into that, what the brother was pretty much was telling me.
It's a great Gulf fix that we can't change. We can't cross over to them, and they can't cross over to us.
Right, and Esau Edom is trying to get his blessing back, which he can't. That's really what this is about, really. He want to get that blessing back, but he really can't. Okay, Yahweh Shem Yahshai made him on what he's supposed to be, and that is a Edomite. Okay,
Find that real quick.
And yeah, because just like us as Israelites, us coming from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, all right, and also and Yahushua being our Savior. Okay, that's who we are. We are the 12 tribes of Israel, of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners whose forefathers go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, even though they look like another nation, but they're still Israelites. Okay.
1 second. This is Jeremiah 13 and 23. Let me grab it on the sword.
I'm gonna put this right here.
No, it's good. Right there. Jeremiah 13 and 23, Slakia. I ain't had this already ready 4 times, but I got it now. This Jeremiah 13 and 23. Can an Ethiopian change his skin, or a leopard his spots? What then may ye also do good that is according to do evil? That's a rhetorical question. Can an Ethiopian change his skin, or a leopard change his spots? Then may ye also do good that is accustomed to do evil. And if you can't tell that these devils, the rulers of this world, are evil, look at all the things that they did all through this world, through the earth. Matter of fact, here goes one of your favorites. Psalms 9 and 24. Hey, this is how we know that if Israel is ruling right now.
That's Job.
Yep, Job 9 and 24. Slakia. Hey, the world would be happy right now. Israel, if the true children of Israel was ruling right now, the world would be happy. Right now. Even while they was in captivity, they will be happy. This is Job 9 and 24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. With, if not, where and who is he? Hey, these are all rhetorical questions. Who rules the world right now? Who think that having the curse of leprosy is a good thing? Hey, that's a plague. According to Leviticus the 13th chapter, to have blonde hair is a sign of leprosy.
Right, and that's really a curse.
Kind.
To have leprosy. Just like you see on the screen or what I have on, You see, these Edomites are red people. Okay, they're the only red people on the planet, as you see on the screen.
Kind a. Matter of fact, can I go into the leprosy thing?
Go ahead.
Okay, this is the law on leprosy, Leviticus the 13th chapter, and the Yahweh Bashim Yahushai spoke unto Moses and Aaron, saying, when a man shall have in the skin of his flesh a raisin, a scab, or a bright spot, it shall be the skin of his flesh like a plague of leprosy. And then shall he be brought unto Aaron the priest and unto his sons the priests, and the priest shall look upon the plague in the skin of the flesh. And when the hair in the plague is turned white, the plague is in the sight be deeper than the skin. It is of his flesh. The skin of his flesh is the plague of leprosy, and the priest shall look upon him and pronounce him unclean. If a bright spot be white in the skin of the flesh, and in the sight be not deeper than the skin of the hair, be not turned white, then the priest shall shut him up and have the plague of leprosy 7 days, and the priest shall look upon him on the 7th day. Behold, if the plague in sight be at stay, and the spread not in the skin, the priest shall shut him up 7 more days, and the priest shall look on him again the 7th day, and behold, if the plague somewhat be dark, the plague spread not in the skin, the priest shall pronounce him clean, but it is a scab, and he shall wash his clothes and be clean. So even Moses in Exodus, the Most High gave him the plague of leprosy. You know, when Moses said, when Most High told Moses, put your hand in your bosom and pluck it out. I'm gonna grab that too. Having white skin is not a good thing. You know, where you go.
So-called white skin, but it's red.
Yeah, kind of translucent. Your skin show out through your flesh.
You know, when I used to see these people turn red, you know, I used to call them, why they got like pink skin, pink reddish skin. I used to say that as a kid, and I knew then these people wasn't so-called white, because I used to say they skin is pinkish red. Don't forget, we gotta go in Genesis also.
Okay. I gotta find it in my phone.
Okay.
It's easier.
You know, but anyway, you know, this nation here that's in front of us here, these Edomites, you know, have always been trying to hide who they are. You know, that's why also the Lord also called these people a vagabond. Okay, and the word vagabond is talking about somebody's trying to be something that they're not, because they lied and said that. Hold on, they lied and said they were the Egyptians. They lied and said they was Japhet. They lied and say they were the Vikings. And they want to hang on that hard, but the Vikings are Israelites. They're not Edomites.
Everybody that's great and that did anything great in this world, they try to say that was them. You know, the first Greeks was the Japhet.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
and Japhet's the real Europeans.
God, and all that land in Russia, that's their land.
Yeah.
But they're gonna get it back soon after when the Lord returns, and they go into slavery for 1,000 years. Then after that, they're gonna go back to their lands.
Mm-hmm.
But they're gonna come be tributary. They're gonna have to come bring their resources back to us.
Yes.
This is Exodus 4 and 6, and Yahweh Bashim Yahshai furthermore say unto him, put now thy hand into thy bosom, and he put his hand into his bosom, and when he took it out, behold, his hand was leprous as snow. And so it lets you know that Moses wasn't a so-called white man.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see what's that guy name that played Moses? Charlton Heston
Charleston Heston,
doing
yeah.
that shit. Putting it in, and it came out white like snow. You know, hey, that's going against the scriptures.
Right.
Hey, it should have been a black man doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he said, "Put thy hand into thy bosom again." And he put his hand into his bosom again, and plucked it out of his bosom, and behold, it was turned again as his other flesh. Hey, hey, it's not a good thing, to have white skin and yellow hair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna skip down. This is Leviticus 13 and 30. Then the priest shall see that the plague, behold, is deeper than the skin, and there be in a yellow thin hair. Then the priest shall pronounce him unclean, as it is dry scale, and even leprosy of the head or the beard. And in the seventh day the priest shall look upon the plague, and behold, if the skull spread not out, and there be no yellow hair, the skull shall be the skull shall not be sight deeper than the skin, and the priest shall look upon him again, and behold, if the skull spread in the skin, and the priest shall not seek the yellow hair, he is unclean. So having yellow hair is not a good thing. You know, you know, having yellow hair is not a good thing. Matter of fact, the slack, I skipped down to I skipped some scriptures. I'm gonna grab them. And the priest he shall be shaven, but the
What
skull.
number is that?
This is Leviticus 13 and 33. And he shall be shaven, but the skull shall not be shaved. And the priest shall shut him up, and have the skull 7 days more. And the seventh day the priest shall look at the skull, and behold, if the scale be not spread in the skin, and be in sight deeper than the skin, then the priest shall pronounce him clean, and he shall wash his clothes and be clean. But if the skull spread much like in the skin, and after his cleansing, the priest shall look upon him, and behold, if the scale spread in the skin, the priest shall not seek for the yellow hair, he is unclean. Hey, if you have blonde hair, it's not a good thing. And these what these devils try to make you think, that blonde hair, blue eyes are a good sign, good way people are supposed to look. That's their vision of beauty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, read Leviticus the 13th chapter. Marion turned leprous.
Mm-hmm.
Miriam and Moses. Hold on, Slakia. I know it's damn it. This thing don't want me to get it. Oh, here you go, right there on the top. Okay, this
Hey,
is
man,
Numbers
y'all
12.
shot for
Hey,
that.
the Wadi Yabashim Shai. And this goes back to when Marion was turned leprous. It's not a good thing to have leopard skin, and I'm gonna just read the whole story. Uh, 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 um, Matter of fact, start at the verse 12. And Marion and Aaron spoke against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married, for he had married an Ethiopian woman. And they said, had Yahweh indeed spoken only by Moses? Had he not spoken unto also by us? And Yahweh Bashim Yahushai heard it. And now the man Moses was very meek above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. And Yahweh spoke suddenly unto Moses and unto Aaron and unto Miriam, come ye out into the tabernacle of the congregation, and came they three came out, and Yahweh came down in a pillar of a cloud and stood in the door of the tabernacle and called Aaron, Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, hear now my words, if they be a prophet among you, I Yahweh will make myself known unto him in a vision, and I will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in all my house. With him I will speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And in similitudes of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai shall he behold. Therefore, when there ye are not afraid to speak against my servant Moses. And the anger of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai was kindled against them, and he departed. And a cloud departed from off the tabernacle. Behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, at last, my Lord, I beseech you, lay not this sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Let her not be as one of the dead. Hey, because she was leprosy, they
Yeah.
said she was one of the dead.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, because that's, hey, what the Lord broke down was righteous.
hey, your skin can be white like snow, but not your flesh.
Right. Your beard.
Your beard can be white as snow.
Right.
And even though we have brothers that look white, hey, we have brothers that look white. Hey, look at what's my man name? They used to play for the Pistons. Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
Hey, look at
I got family members like on my mother's side, but they Jakes though. I got family members that can so-called pass for white, but they not.
Kind. Hey, wherever we went, we dealt with women like that. That's how the so-called Judite. Hey, look at John Amos' son, John Amos Jr. I think that's his name.
Hey, we go into Moses shit.
Hey, look at John Amos and his son.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he looks just like John Amos, but he got that white complexion.
Mm-hmm. But his son's not white; he's an Israelite.
You are what your fathers are.
Just like the wrestler, The Rock, the name is Dwayne Johnson. He's a Judite. Like his father's a Judite. He's an Israelite.
Because you the blood, the seed passed from man to son, to man to grandson, or man to son, father to son, grandfather to father, and down to the son and to the son's son. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's how the seed get passed out through the generations.
Right.
Hey, women don't hold the seed; they just only the incubators of the seed.
Right.
Hey, this is Numbers 1 and 2. Take ye the sum of all the generation of the house of Israel after their families by the house of their father, and with the number of their names, every man to their posts. And from the 20 years and old and upward, that all were able to go forth to war in Israel. And thou, Aaron, shall number them by their families. Hey, it's all about the men. The Most High said he dwelt in the midst of men.
Isn't that in the Second Timothy's? Or the first book of Timothy?
Let me see if I can find it.
That goes into dealing with men. Also, when it comes to these scriptures, that really he's dealing with men. Period.
This damn thing don't want me to get it. I look for it on the internet. Hey.
Yeah, because like through the history of time, even when you go back to Adam is what? A man. Okay? He didn't bring out woman first, he brought out man first. And let me tell you something, you Edomites, not trying to go off topic, but You Edomites that didn't like that movie, Black Adam. The reason why you don't like that movie Black Adam because it was an Israelite that played what he was supposed to be, Adam. Adam is a so-called black man anyway. You damn fools. That's why y'all didn't like that movie because it was a real Israelite that played Black Adam. I just had to throw that in there. But back to the subject, you are what your father is,
Con.
not your mother.
I can't find it. I'll put it in the comment section once I find it. But hey, the Most High dwells in the midst of the men of Israel. Matter of fact, the men. Let me see if I could get it. Yep, there you go. Joel 2, Dawada Yabashim Yahushai. Joel 2 and 27. Salakia, it's taking me a time to get it. Ye should know that I am Yahweh Bashem Yahshai, and I'm in the midst of Israel, and that I am Yahweh your power, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed. Hey, the Most High is in the midst of Israel. He's always in the midst of Israel.
That's right.
He's not over there in that land right now because we're not in that land. Israel was a people before it was a place. But hey, the Most High is going to place us in that land, but he's going to do it in a grandstand where he do it. He going to take us from chariots.
Well,
from he going to forcibly take us out of here. There.
Yeah, because
the hopeful elect and the 1/3.
Yahweh, the scriptures going into, he was going to scatter us. We were going to be scattered anyway in the last days. That's what the Lord said anyway.
God, we scattered from the four winds of heaven. From one end of earth to the other end of earth. And matter of fact, and that's the reason why the so-called white man came over here, because they knew that the 10 tribes of Israel was already over here because the book of Ezra.
Yeah, Ezra's chapter what?
Chapter 13. And
40,
they knew
all the way to 48.
They knew they was over here. When they first came over here, they knew who was over here. That's the reason why Columbus took Hebrews interpreters with him.
Yeah.
If that's a shortcut that the so-called Gad and the so-called Latinos are Israelites.
Well, not only that, but he had the Moors in this boat, because the Moors were world travelers anyway.
Okay. And Columbus knew they was over here because the book of Ezra talked about them coming over here. And man, I just can't wait. When we get delivered out of here, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and Israelite foreigners scattered abroad the four corners of the whole earth, we're gonna be taken out of here in grand style. We're gonna get caught up in chariots. Yehoratazim of the hopeful elect or the 1/3. We're gonna get caught up and taken out of this place, man.
That's right.
And the people that's among our people that look like they Edomites, they gonna get their melon back.
Yeah, like one of them, I always liked it was Phil Collins, and Phil Collins is an Israelite. Okay, a lot of Jakes listen to Phil Collins.
We was dealing with white women, and when we dealt with white women, our kids came out looking like their mothers.
That's right. Look at Conor McGregor.
What's his name? Tyson.
Tyson Bedford.
Tyson. No, Tyson.
Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
We look like y'all because the Most High designed it that way. For Esau can't know who all is Israel. That's the reason why he's going to try to MICROCHIP everybody. Force them all to get it. Just like they try to force everybody to get the that mystery juice, and it was so funny. The CDC finally said that the unvaccinated is not the problem. Now the people that are vaccinated, they the ones that are kicking the bucket, dropping dead suddenly and all that shit. You know?
Don't forget we gotta go into Genesis 25.
Okay, kind.
Because
Yeah.
we have to bring that out.
Kind. Shit, I get it right here. Genesis 25 and start at 25, I think.
Or did you want to go below?
No, I think it starts around 25.
Because I thought about the angels was telling her, about how one son is gonna be the other son.
I think that's 25.
Yeah, it's 25, but I think that's 25 and 23.
We'll see. Yep, you're right. Nope. Go up to 21. And Isaac entreated Yahweh Shem Yahushua for his wife because she was barren, and Yahweh was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived, and the children struggled together within her, and she said, "If it be so, why am I thus?" And she went and inquired of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and the reason why those kids was fighting inside her womb because that was Cain and Abel reborn again.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And Yahweh said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the other shall serve the younger. Jake, a so-called Jake, always the best in all kind of sports or anything deal with athleticism. Jake out surpass anybody. And if his so-called Edomite look like he could do everything that Jake is, he ain't no Edomite. He's
That's
a
right.
Jake.
That's
He's an Israelite.
That's right.
Because Israel scattered throughout all the world. It's an Israelite in every last one of these nationalities, one of these countries.
Mm-hmm.
All of y'all are gonna be have to pay for putting us in captivity. Because it wasn't just the so-called Edomites, the white man. All you nations had a hand on it. Psalms the 83rd chapter. We don't have no friends.
That's right.
Israel. We get that once you get that through your thick skull, Israel. That you don't have no friends. It's only us against the world. Then the better off you will be.
Not just that, but you don't have no friends in the United Nations.
Huh. When did the United Nations ever say anything about the enslavement of the so-called Negro, or the so-called Native American, or the so-called Latinos? Because when they was shipping us over there, they was shipping you so-called Latinos and Native Americans back over there.
Yeah, out in Spain.
That's the translated slave trade. They was shipping us back and forth. And after they warred the so-called Latin tribes and the Native Americans, then they went and came and got us. And it wasn't motherfucking Hamites selling other Hamites into captivity. That was Hamites, the so-called Africans, selling Israelites into captivity.
Oh, well, since you said that, I know you're going to go into that, but let me get this out of the Bible dictionary here and go into Ham. Okay, and it's going to go into separation of the two nations. This is the compound Zondervan Bible Dictionary I have in my hand, and I'm going into Ham. Okay, the youngest son of Noah, born about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons that lived through the flood. He becomes the progenitor of the progenitor of the dark nations. Yeah, of the dark nation, of the dark race. Not the Negroes.
And the Bible scholars know that the Negroes are not Hamites. Why you so-called niggas want to hold on that Afro-American bullshit? The Bible know who we are. Everybody know who we are except us.
Yeah.
You so-called Negroes, as soon as y'all wake out of that spell of being an Afro-American and come to your true nationality and start studying, this book opens up your mind.
Oh, shoot. I got to bring this up. I seen a Cushite at a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew that there was a difference between me and him. You understand? Like he didn't have a beard on his face. We got beards on our faces.
They do all kind of wicked, nasty shit. Wash themselves in cow piss. do all kind of drink cow blood.
Hmm. Not just that, but the Mizraim women, they used to put alligators in their womb, alligator dung in their womb.
Man, that's just nasty.
Yeah,
You know, hey, we don't do filthy shit like that.
right.
You know, hey,
That's why the Lord didn't want us around amongst these nations.
kind of. I'm gonna keep going in this.
Go ahead.
And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there was twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And he came out red like a hairy garment. And he ain't had no melanin in his skin. Esau. Right now is the modern day Edomites. They call themselves Caucasians because they was in the Caucasus Mountains, but they ain't where you from. Hey, you from Petra, Mount Petra. That's where you from the Petra Mountains. You know, hey, if you look at where Petra, the way they carve stuff out of it, and look at the buildings where Esau have, hey, a lot of their buildings and monuments look just like the carvings in the side of Mount Petra.
That's right.
You know, Petra is not the Arabs. You know, no, Esau is not the Arabs. The so-called Arabs are the Persians, and some are the Elam,
Yeah.
and some of them are also Edomites, like the Saudis.
Yeah. Because the word Arab just means mix, and we know in the scriptures there's no such thing as mix.
You are what your father is.
That's right.
If your father is a Israelite, you are Israelite. And you have a kid, your kid, if you're a man, and you have a kid with another woman, hey, your seed get passed it on to him.
That's
if
right.
he's a son. Hey, you want to kill a nation off, you kill all the men off.
Right.
Hey, you don't let no sons or women live. You know, that's how you kill a nation off. And they knew that. Matter of fact, back in Exodus, you know, they knew that. They knew when it was prophesied that Moses was gonna be coming. They knew about it in Egypt, and they said, "Hey, let's come. Let us." Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it real quick. This Exodus, the 2nd chapter. Oh, here you go. Exodus, 1st chapter. Slakia. One page back over.
Uh-huh.
This is Exodus 1 and 9, and the piece. I'm gonna start at 7. Exodus 1 and 7, and the people of Israel were very fruitful, and increased bountifully, and multiplied, and waxed exceedingly mighty, and the land was filled with them. And now there rose up a new king over Egypt that knew not Joseph, and he said unto his people, Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more mightier than we. Come, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that if there was fallen out of any war, and they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, so get them up out of the land. Therefore they set over them taskmasters to afflict them with burdens, and they built the Pharaoh treasure cities, Puttim and Ramsey. But the more they afflict them, the more they multiply and grew. And they were grieved because of the children of Israel. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel serve them with rigor, and made their life bitter with hard work. And this place, America, is called bitter. and America is spiritually Egypt, our house of bondage.
That's right.
Because, who did they say they want to get that so-called DVOC 91 to? They said we want to get into the most people that's been missed out on all this shit before, the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, and the Native Americans. You the most highly at risk. Hey, get the jump shot. Hey, get the mystery juice.
Right.
You don't have to die. Hey, but they was trying to get it to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
That's right.
Hey, it was all about you. You know, hey, disenfranchised. Hey, they wasn't talking about. Normally, Esau come out with something good medically. Hey, they make sure they people get it first before they even try to offer it to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just stating facts. Hey, if he was doing it for your for everybody good, hey, they wouldn't have this such a great propaganda machine even up to the now, and
Right.
try to say, you don't have to die. You know, hey. But this devil, he's doing it because flat out, he wants to get us. He want us to. He either wants to kill us from being a nation, or he wants us to deny the Most High.
Well, here's the thing. He think he gonna get the blessing back
Kind,
by doing all this, but the Lord already chose who he gonna get.
but
So
he also
he not gonna stop what the Lord wants.
he also think that he can make us deny the Most High and choose his God. You know, even though Shaitan, the one they call Satan, he works for the Most High on the left hand side.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's no war in heaven. You know, you read 1 Kings, the 18th chapter, it's all about the angels on the right hand side of the Most High and the angels on the left hand side of the Most High. There's no war. As soon as you get the true understanding of this book, it's be more easier for you to increase in knowledge. And it's all about Esau and Jacob. This whole book,
Right.
you know, this whole book
There's
is
no
about
going around
Esau
it.
and Jacob.
From the Old Testament, from the Apocrypha, from the New Testament.
It's about the three parts of men. It's the Israelites, the son of the power, Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Israel, and it's the sons of men, the heathen nations, and the wicked, the so-called Edomites, the so-called white man.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, any more on that?
No, we could end it on that, and we could do another video on it later.
Okay.
You know.
All right. So, Lord willing, that was edifying. So with that, I want to give honors, God's praises due to
Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, Bashem Rakakadash.
Double honors, Pastor Nell. There's a great millstone. Peace to Akim that's doing this work on the four corners of earth. A Bible ball.
A Bible ball.
Kwambakiyam.
Kwambakiyam.
Shalom.
Shalom. There's something else you want to do a video?